for a minute. How to launch your new idea for your business, okay? I was talking to one of my Clean Biz Network members, shout out to Calvin, and we was talking about like how you can launch your Calvin weed, because we got a couple Calvins, but how to launch your new idea. I'm gonna tell y'all like about a couple things about me and my journey and how I figured out stuff and how I was able to make traction. Like for YouTube, for example, I'm gonna tell y'all now. I stalled. I overthought everything. I still do it now. Like today, I'm still thinking about, all right, I'm about to change this channel name back to Clean Biz Network and make it just the Clean Biz Network channel. Like I done that already. Y'all seen it, you know what I mean? And I got to change the thumbnail, then I got to change the description, all of that back. Then I have to change it back again. And it's like, okay, well, but you learn as you go though. And so what I like to tell people is put stuff out in the marketplace because you don't ever know what's gonna stick and what is not. But the marketplace will tell you though. Like no need to keep overthinking and overthinking and overthinking. Just do something, try it, and get it done. Okay, you don't gotta overthink. Everything ain't gonna never be perfect. All right, yeah. But what you gotta do is you gotta do it though. Like even like the smallest things. Like I'm self conscious about a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? I'm thinking before I started uploading. I'm like, okay, well I talk with a list. They probably not gonna take my business advice serious because the way I talk. You know what I mean? Or my teeth ain't perfect. You know what I mean? So they might judge me off of that. Or well, I'm not rich, so how can I speak? You know, all type of stuff. And it's like in reality, you don't have to worry about so many different aspects of it. Just get into it and get started, and the marketplace will tell you what you need. I started off. I think my first video was about the law of attraction. Then I started talking about real estate. Then I spoke about cleaning franchises. Then I spoke about how I started cleaning business in general without a franchise. Then I spoke on a lot of different things. But the thing that stuck the most, I should have turned that off. The thing that stuck the most was when I spoke on cleaning franchises and cleaning businesses. Number one, because there wasn't anybody else out there giving you information on cleaning franchises, and then two, nobody was able to talk about cleaning businesses either, starting a cleaning business from scratch. And so that's why I stuck. And then the information was valuable. So we got to stop overthinking stuff. Like most of the time, like especially if you worried about physical appearance stuff, nobody's coming to hear you. You know what I mean, to see how you look. You know what I mean, they coming to hear with the information that you got to offer. They search how to start a cleaning business, and you got the information. Give it to them. You know what I mean? Just like with my lead generation program, I told y'all when I first launched that, I overthought it a lot. I sat on that idea for about 2 months before I finally did it. Shout out to Yak Yak, Calvin Weaver, who's in the Clean Biz Network group as well, who kind of helped me get started with that idea because he was doing it before I even launched it. You know what I mean? But fortunately enough for me, I had the platform, which is why I teach y'all about personal branding, because when you got a personal brand, you can do more. But anyway, um, before I did the lead gen program, I didn't have the blueprint on how I was going to do this stuff. Like when I make my list of the customers that we're going to call in your area, I didn't know who was going to call. I didn't know if I was going to do it. The person I hired to call was going to do it. Like, should they make the list themselves? Should I make the customer make the list and submit them to us? You know what I mean? Like, it was so many things I had to cover. Then when we make the list, do we save the list and keep them in our records? Do the client keep the list? Like so many different things that had to go into it. Do I hire workers before I get people to buy in for the service? Do I get people to buy in for the service? I told you I had shout out to Brandon Nelson. He was the very first person to buy in, aka Fish, in the Clean Biz Network as well. He bought in, and it took me a week to even. I had to. He bought in, and I'm sitting on his money, and we ain't even have anybody working for us yet. We didn't even start making calls. I was still in the interview process. I was interviewing. I hired one guy, let him work for a week. He got no results. Fired him after the first week because one thing I'm gonna tell y'all too about business, especially when you're starting off, be quick to slow to hire, quick to fire. Okay, so I gave this guy a week. He didn't deliver no results. I hired another lady. I hired her. She got fired in 1 day just because she couldn't do simple tasks. Okay, then the third lady I hired, she was perfect. Like and it was like um it's like one of those situations where it's like, damn, if I would have known that it was just like I would have been fired these people. I wouldn't even gave the first due the week if I would have known that it was somebody out here this good. You know what I mean? Then I hired her. Then the next thing I know, I asked her if she had a friend, and then I hired her friend, and he was about as good as her. Okay, and so that's how it works. But you got to figure this stuff out. Like I said, all of this was going on after I made a sale, and I got a deadline that I got to meet and get this guy his appointments before the time run out. And so that's what you got to do. You got to try stuff and figure it out. Nothing ain't gonna never be perfect. What you can't do is you can't overthink stuff. Okay, you don't have to have a logo. No, you don't have to have a logo starting off. Stop worrying about it. Now, if you need to make a logo, guess where you can go? Canva.com, Canva.com, okay? And you can create a logo for free with some of the tools they got there. You can also use Vistaprint.com, affordable business cards, flyers. You can create a logo there as well, okay? It's different things that you can use, but what you can't do is delay launching just because of so many different small detailed things and you overthinking stuff. Okay, just get out there and try it. The market will tell you what they need and what they want. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm telling you, I spent a long ass time putting together like the system, for example, the system, which is a product that's available on cleanbusinessnetwork.com, and it teaches you how to get out the field. Like, so if you cleaning all your accounts right now by yourself, but you're trying to figure out how can I get out the field to hire other people so this money can become a little bit more passive for you. And I spent so much time putting together that lesson, that product or whatever. And guess how many people bought it? Not a lot. Okay, that's not my best selling product on that website. And I'm like, damn, but this is the best product I got. But it doesn't, like, the marketplace will let you know what you need. So my point is, don't spend so much time trying to figure out the perfect way to get stuff and the perfect way to get every little thing. You overthinking all of this, and meanwhile you might put the thing out there and they don't even buy it, or it might not even be what they looking for at the time. So in the meantime, what you can do is launch and then figure out what to do from there. Just grow from there. All right. So we're not most of us, especially if you on my channel, we ain't the type of people that we can go to Silicon Valley and raise money. We the type of people we got to flip, okay? Because we ain't got it like that. We ain't got investors and stuff. So what we got to do is we got to put out an unfinished product or a mediocre product. Just like Henry Ford said, I'm fortunate enough that people will buy my product before it's perfect. And that's how he started off. He had the Model A, Model T, all of these different models. Next thing you know, we up to the Ford Explorer now, right? And why is it so many different versions? I don't know what's going on out there, but why is it so many different versions of a Ford or any other vehicle or any other phone or laptop? Because the first one wasn't perfect. They keep coming out with new PlayStations and new NBA 2Ks. Why? Because the last one wasn't perfect. Okay, so put out what you got. I mean, obviously you want to get it as good as you can get it, but at the same time, don't overextend yourself. If you ran out of money and you got what you got, if you ran out of resources and you got it as good as you can get it, then put it out there and then see what happens. When I first did Calculated Clean, my online bidding program, it wasn't where it is now. And even now, it's not perfect. Okay, I kind of neglected it. That's why I give it away for free, because I don't have time to really manage it right now. So if you need a bidding calculator, go to calculatedclean.com and join that while it's still free. I don't plan on that being free, but it's free right now because I don't feel like it's I don't feel like it's right enough. Okay, but put stuff out there. When I first launched that, it was on Clean Biz Network as just a standalone page. It didn't even have its own site. But I made it work, and then you research and you study and you figure it out. Now, if you want stuff to go faster and you have the budget to, you can hire people too to start doing things for you, and they can figure stuff out for you. But the bottom line I'm just trying to get to is this: don't overthink stuff. A lot of the stuff that you think matters probably don't even matter in the marketplace. Most of these people ain't even think about the stuff that you stressing about. You see what I'm saying? Just get out there, you do it, and then you'll figure it out on the way. I started doing YouTube videos before I knew what a tag for your video was. I started doing YouTube videos before I knew how to make a thumbnail for my videos. And then as I grew and as I learned, I started to figure it out. So that's all I'm trying to say. And I mean, I know how to put, anyway. Bottom line, get started, get it done. I appreciate y'all for watching. AJ Simmons, thank you.